Hello to you, whom we love unconditionally, regardless of your race or nationality, and wherever you live on this beautiful planet. I am Dr. Jafid, and in this video, I want to talk to you about the causes of high blood lipid and the symptoms it can create in the body, as well as simple ways to manage high blood lipid and clear your arteries. This video is very important and can potentially save many lives, so please stay with me. Do you know the main cause of strokes and who the primary culprit in this matter is? Do you know that high blood lipid has symptoms that you can easily identify? And you can address it with very simple and readily available dietary choices. Do you know that high blood lipid is a silent killer, and in modern medical methods, it takes many years to address it? But in the method I'm sharing with you, less than 40 days, your blood lipid levels will normalize regardless of their current levels. Why do some people not consume or consume less oil, yet still develop high blood lipid? Why do some people use healthy oils but still experience an increase in their blood lipid and triglyceride levels? And they experience the consequences, like artery blockage and suffering from heart and brain strokes. The answers to all of these questions will be provided in this video. Dear ones, fat in the human body is a very vital and crucial substance. Fat exists in all parts of the body. It's present in the membranes of all body cells. Fat is essential for the production of many hormones, such as sex hormones. For the beauty of the face. For the beauty and softness of the body, for the veins, and in parts of the body with soft tissues, they all require the presence of fat. So, having a certain amount of fat in our bodies is essential. And there's no need to worry as we require it, but once fat increases beyond a certain point, it can become harmful. We have two types of harmful fats in our blood vessels, namely cholesterol and triglycerides. And when you visit the laboratory, they tell you what the acceptable limits are for these fats. For example, if your cholesterol level goes above 200 units, it means that harmful fats are increasing, and the individual should start controlling and treating that increase in fat. So, don't stress, fat is among the essential substances in the body. You can have it in your diet until you see these signs in your body. When you notice these signs, you can visit a laboratory and ask for tests to be done. Then, you should focus on addressing this issue. So, pay attention to these signs of increased blood lipid, and I will share a few tips with you. Some of the symptoms of high blood lipid can include dizziness. Sometimes, when a person consumes a high-fat meal and then experiences dizziness, it can be an initial symptom. The second sign of high blood lipid can be a burning sensation in the soles of the feet. Individuals who have a burning sensation in the soles of their feet or excessive heat may have elevated blood lipid levels. The third sign of elevated blood lipid levels can be thirst, dryness of the mouth, and a bitter taste in the mouth. Many times, people experience a bitter taste in their mouths without consuming any bitter-tasting foods. Another sign of high blood lipid is swollen hands and feet or swollen face, which, apart from obesity, can be abnormal in an individual, and it can be one of the signs of high blood lipid. Another sign of high blood lipid can be ringing in the ears, meaning experiencing tinnitus or ear buzzing. Another interesting sign to note is that people who wake up in the morning may feel pain in the heel of their feet. Especially the first few steps they take when getting up, the heel of their feet may hurt. These individuals could also have high blood lipid levels. So, dear ones, feel free to use healthy fats like olive oil, sesame oil, animal fats, and other healthy oils in your diet, and definitely gather information about oils and fats to make informed choices. Don't be deceived by commercial systems that promote cholesterol-free oils or similar claims. Try to consume natural oils. So, use them with peace of mind until you see these signs in your own body. As soon as you notice these signs, which are indications of increased blood lipid, or some people regularly visit the laboratory for periodic checkups, and when your cholesterol and triglycerides go up, you can easily manage this at home. The deposition of fat in the arteries, which can eventually block the blood vessels. Of course, I don't want to cause you stress, as stress and anxiety are also significant issues in today's societies. Don't worry, it takes time for high blood lipid to lead to plaque buildup in the arteries or cause narrowing or lead to arterial blockages. Another condition that high blood lipid can lead to is fatty liver disease. Fatty liver is quite common, and in today's societies, you can be assured that more than half of the people have fatty livers. There are 4 grades of fatty liver, ranging from grade 1 to grade 4, with grade 2 and beyond being more concerning, and a person may develop liver cirrhosis, which is a dangerous disease. Therefore, there's no need to worry about grade 1 and grade 2. And the remedy I'm mentioning to you is excellent for treating both fatty liver and blood lipid regulation, as well as vascular cleansing. And you can very easily use these methods at home, based on my experience of over 15 years and, having seen more than 50,000 patients. Among these patients, several thousand have normalized their blood lipid levels. We were quite enthusiastic about it in the early days, taking notes, and now we have a substantial number of documents and records. People who have been treated for fatty liver, even cirrhosis of the liver, hepatitis, and difficult-to-treat diseases that we have these in our resume. In fact, it's one of the very simple diseases in our work history, and you can easily treat it yourself with these tested and proven methods. It has no side effects, is cost-effective, and is certain. Before treatment, it's important to understand why your body's blood lipid levels are increasing. When the amount of fat you consume is in balance with the amount you burn, you won't develop high blood lipid. When lifestyles become sedentary and physical activity decreases, blood lipid levels increase, meaning that fat isn't being burned in the body, and this fat accumulates. The liver can store whatever it can inside itself, and when it can't, it starts accumulating and depositing fat in the blood vessels, leading to subsequent complications and issues. So, the first reason is a reduction in physical activity. The second reason is that fats are excreted from the liver through bile secretions into the intestines. Individuals with sluggish bowels and constipation end up reabsorbing fats in their bodies. So you can see that the individuals who come to us during our treatment follow the instructions we provide, and they perform these exact recommendations. Then they say, we feel like the materials we're excreting are fatty, and we're expelling fat. This is exactly what we want to achieve by expelling fat, and when you have constipation, this doesn't happen, and the fat gets reabsorbed into the bloodstream through the intestines. And this creates a problem. Some people ask why. Despite not using fat or using healthy fats, our blood lipid levels are still high. These have several reasons, including the possibility of having a slow metabolism. They may not be burning fat effectively, have a low metabolic rate, and their body temperament is cold. And they should essentially consume more warming foods within their body's capacity. And, on the other hand, they shouldn't overheat themselves, but maintain a balanced metabolism and increase their physical activity. And those whose blood sugar levels go high because of a cycle in the liver called the Krebs cycle. During this cycle, glucose is converted into fat. Keep in mind that even carbohydrate-rich foods like bread and starchy items you consume can be converted into fat in the liver and lead to an increase in blood lipid. So, carbohydrates can also raise blood lipid levels. For this reason, many individuals with diabetes often experience high blood lipid levels. And then their blood pressure increases as well because it deposits in the blood vessels. These are the same things we tell you about blood cholesterol. The first step in treating high blood lipid is addressing constipation, and you can watch a detailed video on constipation on this channel and you can resolve the issue. The second step is regular physical activity throughout the day, ideally for 45 minutes, so that your heart rate goes up, and it's even good if you break a sweat. The next step is, I want to give you a promise, if you follow this procedures for just 40 days, your blood lipid will drop to a healthy level. I had a patient with a total blood lipid level of 750 and triglycerides of 500. We managed to lower these levels in less than 20 days with the same instructions I'm sharing. And I won't forget that this family, who was very concerned, brought a large box of sweets when they returned to us as a token of their gratitude. Of course, I didn't really accept those sweets, and I even advised them that these sweets are among the prohibited items. To have a dietary plan for this 1 month or 40 days for effective blood lipid control, follow these instructions. These instructions will not only help lower your blood lipid but also treat your fatty liver. And it will bring your levels down at least 1 grade lower. These instructions have been tested repeatedly, and what we provide you is not copied from internet or other sources. The information we provide is the result of my experiences and our teams. So you can confidently implement it. What is the diet for this? Your diet during this period should primarily consist of plant-based foods, meaning you should minimize your consumption of animal products. You should use soups, stews, vegetables, and zucchini, primarily plant-based foods. Boil the food or cook it with minimal oil and use natural oils like olive oil or other healthy oils, but in minimal amounts. I want to tell you about some interesting fat burners. It breaks down fats, reduces cholesterol, and cleanses deposits. Do you see, when the kitchen sink drain gets clogged, what do you do after a while? Pouring acid into the drain can help clear clogs. And this acid is what cleans and removes the grime and fats inside these pipes. This acid and grease remover is nothing more than natural apple vinegar. That's different from what's available in the market or supermarkets, the vinegar that is obtained from apples. It depends on your blood fat levels. If your cholesterol and triglycerides are above 400, or you have a high-grade fatty liver, take 5 tablespoons daily. If it's lower, you can use 1 to 3 tablespoons a day along with water to avoid upsetting your stomach. And use it in the morning, noon, and night. The duration of treatment varies for different individuals. You can determine the amount of usage based on previous symptoms you had. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, our experience suggests that between 2 weeks to 1 month, based on the blood fat levels. For those who say apple vinegar is not available or might be hard to find, I tell you a few more simple instructions. All of these have been tried and tested, dear ones. If you can find barberries, use barberry juice with honey, or pomegranate juice with honey. They are exceptionally excellent. It's one of those things that exists in all parts of the world, and you can use it. You can use 2 cups of natural pomegranate juice daily. Verjuice also helps reduce cholesterol and cleanse the arteries. Pomegranate molasses also helps with this condition. I also want to share a few recipes with you that are made with fruits, with readily available and simple fruits. Know that apples are very helpful here. The combination of apple and orange, apple and grapefruit, apple and pineapple, apple and lemon. Blend grapefruit, apple, and pineapple together, either in pairs or all combined. Add 2 or 3 cups of water and a few ice cubes to chill it. And consume 3 cups of this throughout the day. For those who have questions in the field of treatment, there is a WhatsApp contact number in the description. Send a message, and our support team will assist you. We are at your service in Oman for any inquiries. You can coordinate for a visit with that number for diseases that you're tired of. You can send a message and arrange for an in-person consultation to coordinate and get further information. We are at your service, and with the grace of God, we have treated a wide variety of diseases. And you, dear ones, can come to Oman and even make use of our health tour. We can plan everything for your visit, including hotel reservations and the meals you'll have during the week you're there. You can have fun in Oman and also benefit from our services. Dear ones, we would be very happy to see your comments. Please also mention your city. It's nice of you and helps us gain energy for better services to you, dear ones. Please mention the name of your city, especially for those who have followed the instructions, executed these directives, and achieved results. It brightens our hearts. Be joyful, healthy, and victorious. Goodbye.